Sergio Perez was dead last at the end of the first lap of the Sakhir Grand Prix, having been spun around by Charles Leclerc on the opening lap. Amazingly, 86 laps later, he was celebrating his first victory in his 10th season of Formula One. But just how did he come back from the brink? Starting from 5th on the grid, Perez flew past Ferrari's Charles Leclerc off the line, and as Valtteri Bottas got out of shape out of turn 1, he also shot past Max Verstappen's Red Bull. But then, disaster, as Leclerc locked up and collided with Perez, with Verstappen crashing out as he tried to avoid the spinning racing point.
Yeah, I got hit there.
Okay, Checo, box. So listen, Leclerc and Verstappen are out of this race. A lot can happen in this race, as we said before.
It looked like nothing could stop Mercedes. George Russell, deputising for the absent Lewis Hamilton, driving the race of his life out front to keep Bottas at bay. With nothing to lose, Perez was slicing through the field from 18th, dispatching car after car, and was soon back up to P11 by lap 11.
Can you imagine how Perez felt about that? The guy that's nicked his job for next year. He's just put some manners on him. Perez against Vettel.
But he wasn't done there, following Alex Albon past Lando Norris on lap 20, before making a mighty move on Albon for P9.
Well done, Alex Albon, for leaving just enough room, making it difficult, but Perez is past.
I want your place now, and I want your car next year.
Perez ran as high as P3 before making his second pit stop on lap 47 and dropping to P9. After a flurry of further pit stops and the virtual safety car to recover Nicholas Latifi's stricken Williams, Perez was back up to 5th and desperate to dispatch his teammate Lance Stroll.
Do you think you should anyway? I am much with it.
But he didn't have to wait long, as Stroll ran wide.
He is on a roll, isn't he, Sergio Perez?
And moments later, he flew past Esteban Ocon to claim what, at the time, looked to be the final spot on the podium behind the two Mercedes.
Sergio Perez is running in the podium places.
But on lap 62, the race was turned on its head, as Williams rookie Jack Aitken's spin left debris on the circuit, and a full safety car was called, triggering the top runners to pit and the field to bunch up. Mercedes double-stacked their cars, but mistakenly fitted race leader Russell with front tyres allocated to Valtteri Bottas, meaning he would have to pit again on the very next lap to rectify their unfortunate breach of the rules. That left the Mercedes pit crew with the stark choice of making the same mistake for Bottas or refitting his 13-lap-old current tyres. And their choice to send him back out on the worn rubber effectively put paid to his chances of winning. Russell, meanwhile, pitted again for his fresh set and set about charging back to the front from 5th, passing Bottas, Stroll and Ocon and setting the fastest lap as he hunted down Perez in search of a remarkable win in his first race for Mercedes.
You're the fastest man on track. That was 4/10 on Perez, so keep it up.
But disaster would strike twice for the young British driver.
Looks like a rear left puncture.
And was forced to pit once more, dropping him to last.
I don't know what to say.
No, sharing your feelings there, mate. Let's just get your head down.
And so, the race belonged to Perez.
The man who was in last place at the end of lap 1 comes home to win the Sakhir Grand Prix. Sergio Perez, wow, what a race!
With Racing Point claiming a double podium, with Stroll finishing 3rd behind Renault's Esteban Ocon, himself on the rostrum for the first time in Formula One.
Yes, Checo, P1, yes!
I'm speechless, guys.
I hope I'm not dreaming, because I dreamed so many years being in this moment. 10 years it took me.
His tears on the podium told the whole story. Perez's victory came in his 190th race start, the longest wait in history for a driver to claim their maiden victory, and becoming only the second ever Mexican driver to win in Formula One after Pedro Rodriguez 50 years before.